What's up, guys? I'm Dan from Adventures in Guitarland, where I teach you how to play guitar by playing a role-playing game. Additionally, we also do some how-to videos, sometimes some DIY stuff, and today we're going to do an unboxing. But before we get into that, click that like, subscribe, and bell icon so you're notified whenever I come out with new content. Additionally, leave a comment below and if you've ever had to unbox a guitar that was shipped to you, or are you still going to the store. I do prefer to support my local businesses whenever I can. This is a case where I did not, and I'll get to that in a minute. But without any further ado, let's get this open. Actually, wait a minute. So a little over a week ago, I made a comment on Guitar Max's channel when he did his opening. He did an unboxing of a guitar on how I needed to step up my game. I don't think this is going to cut it. That's a little more like it. Let's get this unboxing, huh? But safety first. Let's get this baby open. So before I go any farther, I do want to say that this is not a sponsored video. Nobody's paid me for any of this stuff. I ordered this with my own money. So this is not a sponsored video. That being said, this did come from Sweetwater Guitars. I do like working with them. They have great products. You actually get to see the actual product on their website, which is amazing. I ordered this guitar last Thursday. Was told, hey, will you be there Wednesday so you can sign for it? Because they did request signatures. Yeah, I'm here. No problem. Got here 2 days early. Love those guys. They also called me to say, hey, the strap you ordered with this isn't available. It'll take anywhere from 2 to 10 days before it comes in. I love their customer service, and the fact that this is the second time it has come, something I've ordered from them, a big item, has come early. So hats off to them. Without further ado, let's get this baby open. There we go. Sweetwater's probably cringing right now because I'm opening this up with a giant dagger. Yep, but it's open. All right. So now there is more than just a guitar in here, I can assure you of that. Because I ordered multiple things. So first of all, anybody who's never ordered anything from them, they do put packaging. They will open any box that you're getting because they do have to open it and do inspections on it. You always get a thank you thing from them. One of the cooler things they do is they send you a little package of candy because they're Sweetwater. Wife and kids love that one. That being said, there's also other stuff in here. Well, let me tell you why we made this purchase right here. So with everything going on with the pandemic, I elected that our kids are not going to brick and mortar school. They're doing virtual school this year. That meant that one of my children is not going to be able to play flute and band. They're going into the 8th grade. However, they wanted to do a music class still, and this particular virtual school does offer a guitar class. Now, I know you're looking at me going like, why haven't you taught your kid to play guitar? I know, they haven't shown a lot of interest in it yet, but they have now. So I worked with him on picking out his guitar and got him some things he would need. So I got him a tuner, very similar to the one that you see me use all the time. However, this one also allegedly has a built-in metronome. There's also a pack of strings, which has disappeared. I had a slight issue here at home. Someone fell. I had to go help them. So if there's extra jumps in this, that's why. More packaging. And what everybody wants to see, the actual, that's upside down. That's not good. Guitar box itself. It being upside down shouldn't be too much of an issue. I also got some strings so I can restring it up after I take these strings off. Ah, there they are. I got just some Ernie Ball regular Slinkies. Again, not sponsored. I got those because I thought about getting super Slinkies, but a new guitar player, they might hit that pick a little hard on the high E string, and I don't trust a 9 gauge. That's just me. No rules against it. I'm just turning it over because I know there's nothing else fragile in here. Because the only other thing in this particular box is another instrument cable so that he can plug it in. So that's that box. It's gone. Now, let's get into the guitar box. Before I do, I am going to take this off because I don't want any of these buckles to scratch the guitar. So my son, what he chose first of all, an Epiphone. I find Epiphones to be great beginner budget guitars, if you will. There are some that are better, there are some that are worse. At this price point where we were hanging out at, this was just about perfect for him. So that is good. Boxed exactly how I figured it would be. This box is in the other one. This has your standard cardboard up here, cardboard here to keep the neck in place. A little bit of cardboard bracing around it, but not much. But again, inside of another box that had additional packing around it. So let's start taking this baby out of here. Right around the headstock. Here's all the fun. Sorry. Here's all the fun Epiphone, guaranteed Epiphone and stuff like that that you guys don't really care about. You care about seeing what's in this package right here. So this is what we have. What I'm going to do is give it a once over, look for any issues that it might have. First thing, let's see if it's in tune. I don't expect it to be in tune. It is not, but that's okay. It just came out of a box, for Pete's sakes. So this right here is the Epiphone SG Special VE in ebony, or just in black. Now one thing I'm liking about this already is it has a nice satin feel everywhere. I find for a beginner guitar player, that's probably going to be really easy to play on. It's actually a really light guitar. It is not super heavy. And that is probably because the body is not mahogany. It is made out of poplar with a mahogany veneer on it. And I don't know if you can see it in the video. It has the wood grain in it. They did not put a high gloss on this. They didn't sand it down a lot. They left that kind of a wood grain feel to it. I personally like that. Hopefully he will too. I'm also not going to take this plastic off of the pick guard because I want him to be able to do that. That's just one of the things that I always like doing with my stuff. With this, you do have, again, your 6 kind of standard close-back Epiphone tuners. This was inspected by someone's name that I can't read. This is a Chinese-made guitar. As you can see, Epiphone with the strap right there. Let's see what else about this. This is a comb neck with a rosewood fretboard. It is a 60s Slim D profile with a 14-inch radius. That 14-inch radius means that it's fairly flat. I did want something with a slim profile for him because he doesn't have gigantic hands, so it'll make it easy for him to reach over while still having his thumb in the back. It has a tune-o-matic bridge. It has 2 humbuckers. You have the 650R ceramic 8 humbucker here and the 700T ceramic, 700T ceramic 8 humbucker here. Those are just Epiphone style humbuckers. They're just standard ceramic humbuckers. Obviously volume, tone, and a 3-way switch. All right, so let's take a look at it. Let's see what we're looking at here. I'm going to put on my glasses because I want to be able to see. All right, so this is definitely going to be a plastic nut, which is fine. I should say a synthetic material nut. I expected that. It's not going to be bone. It's not graphite or brass or anything like that. They do have that 3-screw cover. The rosewood fretboard looks okay. Looks fine. I don't see any big issues with it. Feeling the fret ends. There's a couple sharp spots on this side, but nothing major. Just doing that little quick steel wool thing. That'll probably take that off. You can definitely tell that it almost looks like it has a binding on it, but it doesn't. There is a little bit of black that you can still see on the fretboard because the fretboard isn't going all the way over, or they painted over it, where there's just like a line of paint right there, which is what I think that is. I will go about restringing this, and at that point in time, I'll do any kind of fret work or anything like that I need on it. We'll also do the test, making sure that there are no dead spots or any fret buzzing, and I'll take care of that, get it set up for him before then, and I'll probably make a video on it. That being said, everything looks good on the body. I don't see any real blemishes. What's really interesting is the back of the neck is also kind of that not completely sanded look to it. I don't know if you can see it right through here, which I kind of like personally. I don't see any glaring dings or dents. It's a satin finish, so there's not any real finish issues. It'll be interesting to see how this holds up to a 13-year-old boy. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And interesting little detail is that it actually has the serial number stamped in to the headstock. It's not painted on, it's not written on a piece of plastic, it's actually stamped in there. I kind of like that. Overall, not bad. So anybody who hasn't worked with these before, let me show you how they work. So the first thing you do is you can turn it so that you can just clip it onto the headstock. Dink. And then you can see what's being played. So you can see that's my E string. It's down on A. So let me go ahead and tune this up. And there we go. It is now tuned up. So let's plug it in and see what it sounds like. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to go clean, then dirty, then complete distortion. We'll always start out in the neck pickup, then the middle, which is both pickups, and then just the bridge pickup. I do have both the tone and volume set to about 8. Let's see what we have. I will play the same things on all of them. Good sustain, like that. So one thing I'm already noticing, man, that fretboard feels dry. That makes it, that's why that slide up, whew, that is not easy. That fretboard just feels very dry, and it looks very dry. But that's easily fixed. That's part of setup, in my opinion. The fretworks, they feel level. I haven't noticed any buzzing yet, but they are not quite gritty, but definitely just not quite as smooth as I would like. So we'll probably fix that. All right, so there's our tone there. Let's switch over to mid position. So not too bad. And then bridge, or as they call it, treble position. Treble, right there. Lot brighter. All right, so I'm already noticing, yeah, I will probably raise the neck pickup ever so slightly. That 700 is slightly overwound, so it's going to be a higher output pickup. Might be a little bit louder because just the way my amp works, but let's start with the neck pickup. Let's go with both. And the bridge pickup. I've knocked it out of tune. That bend. New strings, they're going to need to be tuned up because they were not pre-stretched. So let me do that real quick. Bridge pickup. Yep, sounds pretty good. Stayed in tune that time. Nice. All right, straight up distortion. Again, starting with the neck pickup. Both pickups. Out of tune again though. And finally, bridge pickup. Sounds pretty good. All right, so the pickup sound fine, everything about the guitar sounds fine. So yeah, this seems like a pretty good guitar. I like it. It's much lighter than I thought it was going to be. I was worried about weight. I'm happy that it's not overly heavy. I do think that when I take this, condition the fretboard, do any of the fretwork to it, put a little bit of graphite up there, and replace and stretch the strings, that the tuning issues will go away. I really do believe that. All right, guys, so that is the Epiphone SG Special VE. Overall, I'm really impressed with this guitar so far. I think it is great for a beginner / student guitar, especially since it is, I would have never thought this is the style of guitar my son would pick, but he liked it. So hey, if he's gonna like the way it looks, maybe he'll want to pick it up more and play it more, and that, to me, along with playability, is what we're looking for. That being said, this is a very playable guitar. It's light, it sits nicely, the way that I like to have it sit. It doesn't have that overly heavy body. If you were to sit it, as most people do, kind of like that, yeah, it's gonna have some neck dive, okay, because there's not a lot of body right here to counteract that weight, and this is a poplar body, so it's light. So yes, the neck's gonna be heavier. The way that I sit, it's not an issue. So if you're sitting more of a classical guitar style, that's not really an issue. But there is no actual flaws to this guitar that I've been able to see, and I'm very happy with this purchase. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, click that like, subscribe, and bell icon. Again, hey, go over to Guitar Max's channel, say hi to him, let him know I sent you there, and that I did up my unboxing game based off of his video. I'm sure that he'd love it. I love his videos, they're awesome. So go check him out. He does great reviews, been doing it a lot longer than I have. So check that out. I'm gonna get ready to go show this to my son so he can see it and he can start his journey in Guitarland.